Nutrien Sydney March the 9th, going to be a massive weekend with the Yearling parade on the 7th and the sales on the 9th and the 8th in the middle is Miracle Mile night and plenty of things happening as well as inspection day for the Yearlings. Denis Howe, it's that time of year again, mate, from Mataranka Park. It comes around very, very quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, Paul. Yeah, once the horses get in the box, it seems to disappear the time.
Yeah, we sat out by the pool last year. It was a warm day last year, not quite as warm as today. She's a solid day today, isn't it?
Yeah, she's pretty hot today. Yeah.
Firstly, your yearlings, they're all there. We must make sure that if you've got the catalogue, the actual physical catalogue, the Captain Crunch consummation is out. It won't be going since the print going to print.
No, it's going to Bathurst. It's in the Bathurst sale catalogue. He just had a little problem. He just cut his leg and it was just a tiny little cut, but we just couldn't get it to heal. So we sort of just thought an extra few weeks of doing good in Sydney. But as it turned out, he could have gone to Sydney because he's healed up fine. Like, we only looked at him the other day. The Bathurst horses are in the boxes, and I said to one of the girls, I said, this bloke could have gone to Sydney, you know, but he's at Bathurst. And, so, yeah, he's a nice colt, but he's at Bathurst.
And that's March 30th, that is, Gold Crown weekend as well, so We'll be covering off on that a little bit closer. We're going to go through these individually, but you must be wrapped as a group how they presented. I was blown away. There's a couple of real standouts, but the presentation, the job the girls have done is outstanding.
Yeah, they've done a really good job this year. They put a fair bit of work into it. Luckily, Em's on placement in Sydney today, so she didn't have to stand out there doing the videos. But no, they've put a lot of work into them this year. And it's funny, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you looked at them and thought, whether they look as good, but then they just bounce out of the ground towards the end. And yeah, we're happy with what we've got anyway. We can't get them any better. What
do you do from now to the sale? Like, this is being recorded on the Thursday. You'll be probably heading, I'd imagine, this time next week to Sydney. So
pretty well.
Do you do much with them, or
just keep them in one piece, Paul? Yeah. You sort of ours go out in the paddocks most days. Today they're not going out. They've been out walking and it's hot. If it's a really hot day, we won't put them out. We'll just let them chill and put the fans on. No, we just try and keep them ticking over. They go on the walker most days just to get a bit of gas out. Yeah, just keep them happy. Some are different. Some sort of, I know, trainers say they train off. Yep. I reckon some horses, but you pick the ones. Most people are in a similar boat. Some just don't go on the walker maybe this week, you know, might only go on there for a little walk or might go for a hand walk of an even like most of them do, but yeah, no, just keep them pretty happy and content, that's about it.
And that's all you actually can do. Right, let's start off with these in, we'll go through them in lot order. The first of yours is a King of Swing out of Smoke My Motor. This is lot number 25. Sold so well already this year. The King of Swings have done a great job, great way to start your draft off.
Yeah. They have. It's been pretty amazing how well they have sold, but she's the only King of Swing we've got this year for the sales, and she's a ripper, this filly. She's good bodied filly.
Good walk.
Good walk. She's got a presence about her, but she sort of had a bit of a setback early in the prep. We don't know what happened to her. The vets come, she just started losing a bit of hair all over her body, and we don't know whether she got bitten by a spider or whether she got some reaction to something. So we've sort of kept at her and at her and at her. She hasn't had a lot of work, this filly, but she certainly looks well. She's just a bit patchy in the coat in a few spots, but I like her. She's got a real presence about her. Out of a Mach 3 mare, so she's got that little bit of a go in her. She can. But she walked up good there today, and I like her. Yeah, it's a good family, like, there's no doubt. She wasn't a bad filly. She was only lightly raced, but yeah, she's a nice filly, I reckon.
You got 2 in a row then after that. You got lot number 38. We'll start with this horse straight away, the Down by the Seaside Blue Lotus filly. Seasides have sold terrifically. This is a nice filly, not overly tall, but got a good barrel about her.
Yeah, she's a good sized filly. Yeah, she's a pretty strong girl, as you're aware. You saw her. I like her. She's probably got a bit of fight. I think most of the Seasides can be a little bit like that, but this filly in the last couple of weeks has really come around. Jess has done a fair bit of work with her, and she really responded now to the fact that we did photos the other day of her, and she was probably our best. You said that,
yeah. Left at the last, and she's the best one.
Yeah, we did we've really worked at her, and she's she's nice. I was talking to someone in New Zealand the other day, and they seem to think that the Seaside or the Sun Beach line in this family is going to go pretty well. I reckon they like that. They rhymed off a couple that have gone good, so she's certainly got a chance. I reckon the mare hasn't done a bad job, you know. So Soho Dark and Stormy won the blue last year for Ricky Ulsh, and he went good. Looks as if he's got a future. So you know, like the Mickey one we sold last year. She goes well. We sold her after the sales. She's been broken in and sold, and they seem to like her. So yeah, she's not a bad filly, that one.
Straight into the next one, which is the Sweet Lou, the Crystal Star. So this is lot number 39. He's a bay colt. He's a seaside, not a seaside, a Sweet Lou to look at in every way. Just that lighter bay horse, but he's got a little bit of flecking through the tail and a little bit on him, and that is a lovely presented horse. Yeah,
he's a really nice little colt, this bloke, I reckon. He's just got 2-year-old written all over him. He just looks as if he'd get up and run. Good to handle, like a nice colt. Like we have our colts and fillies side by side in the boxes here. We mix them up right from the start. He's just an absolute gentleman. He's got a filly either side of him, couldn't care less, you know. But get him out and walk. He's someone going somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
There's no doubt he's on a mission. You know, his full brother was Ultimate Snowy, who looked as if he could have been something pretty special. I think he had a little bit of a problem with the leg, which probably curtailed him, but he's gone to America and he's just started racing up there, so I think he'll do a job up there. But yeah, the mare's done a pretty good job. She's had 7 foals, 3-year-old and over for 6 races, 6 winners. So you know, and this bloke, he's just a well put together horse, I reckon.
Yeah, and he does look the part, and as I said, he's got a little bit of a rock about his shoulders. Like you say, walking somewhere, he's got such a big lopey walk. It's awesome to see. Right, for the children, I was going to say for the girls, but Matt will get upset, so we'll say the kids' horse. This year is something they do consistently every year, and it's great that they do because we need new people in this sport all the time. Is lot number 51. This is the Always Be Mickey, Yankee Angel filly, and turned out a treat.
Yeah, she does look good, and to be quite honest, it's just she's had no more loving than the others, I don't think. It's just the way the filly is, unless the girls have been sneaking down during the night and brushing her. But
you did suggest that to us once before.
I don't think they have. But no, she's a well put together filly. She's not a big filly, but she's not a tiny filly. She's just a nice sized filly. But she's well put together. And we had some people come through and look at the horses a couple of weeks ago, and they got her out and just sort of indicated that maybe she would have preferred her a bit bigger. But these people were pretty much in the know, and they just said, no, anything that's the size the family, you know, is. You know, most of the big horses out of the family haven't been overly good. I'm not sure on that, but they were happy with the size of her, you know, and they were pretty good judges, and they just said, no, she's a nice filly. Very well put together. Well, you saw her, she really catches your eye. In my job, it can be hard because you don't want to say any horse looks bad in any way, and I don't think I see too many badly presented horses. I'm lucky in that way. The professionalism in our sport is outstanding. She is what you call in proportion, and please don't go there thinking you're going to see a small horse. No. But everything is how and where it should be. Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, I like that filly, and she's got this is the second foal. The first one's a 2-year-old, and he's been named. He's called Renway Park. He's been named just recently, so that indicates that he's heading somewhere to the races or trials. So that's a good sign for the mare.
Do you know who's got him?
No. But pretty good family. You look down, like it's a super family. Like
Beat Shack, Chase a Bullet, those sorts of horses. It's ridiculous.
And then go down Pleasant Franco. Like, really, she's probably brood mare potential, that filly, I'd say.
Yep. No, lovely filly. That is lot number 51. You get a bit of a gap then. Go to lot 109. This is the only Captain Treacherous filly in the sale, I believe, or in the Sydney sale.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a must look at. Out of a mare that you've had a great fondness with in distant memory.
Yeah. This filly, she's been just an outstanding animal from the minute she hit the ground. Like 2 days old, she was an imposing looking foal, and she hasn't just changed. She's just all the way through. She's just, you look out and she was there, you know, like she's got a bit of size about her, but she is sort of well put together. She's not big and heavy. She's sort of, you'd say athletic looking, wouldn't you?
Yep.
But lovely filly to do anything with. You know, just enough sting in her that we know the family pretty well. You've got to handle them pretty right, and she's a filly that you can tell to back off. But yeah, she's I'd nearly say she's the best filly we've ever bred, type-wise.
And she's done her growing. Like she's not going to grow much more. She's not hip high or anywhere like that. And she was your best walker. Like she walked out, she just done the job straight away. Anyone that's done yearling videos know it can be a trying job sometimes, and it's hard on the babies as well. She just took to it like a duck to water. She did, yeah. She's really got a brain, this filly. Like you see her on the walker. When you put the horses on the walker, some of them are chewing the gate in front of them if the fence is not on, or leaning back on the back one. She gets out there and she sits halfway in the middle the whole way, and she just doesn't deviate. Just puts her head down and strides out. Doesn't matter how quick you do it. You turn it the other way, she does exactly the same. She's just all about just doing what she's got to, and you know, I like her. She's a pretty special filly, I think. You know, out of that family. She did that in the walk too. Yep. Just the head down, beautiful action. We were standing up in the shed. You walked behind me and you said, "Oh, she's got a nice backside," which she does have. But I said to you, no, I was more doing the other one. Picture yourself driving it. I was sort of close enough, and I was like, and I got no doubt I won't get to drive her. You could just see yourself sitting behind her and just the power that she give, wouldn't you? Yeah. Well, and you look at that family, like she's a treacherous. House the Memory was a Mach 3. Like she was a good mare. She was troublemaker. She was one of the best mares when we had at the time. You know, she was going really good for Luke. She had a bit of a setback, so we had to retire her. Then you had Beach Memories with some beach. She could have been anything. You know, so I think I'd be very surprised if this filly couldn't go. But she's an impressive looking filly. You can't say any more about her. No, I agree with that. Then we better go to lot 156, the Always Be Mickey colt out of In Her Memory. Yes. I can't remember which one he was actually. Oh, he was the third bloke. Oh yes, yeah I do. He was nice. Yep. This bloke was the colt sort of in the paddock that was a little bit behind the others all the way. Come into the paddocks, I think when he came into the boxes maybe 6 weeks ago, you might have seen him and he was a bit slabby. Yep. And I said, oh, this is the bloke that got chased around a little bit, and every now and again he'd stick it into him. But I was always confident he'd fill out, and he has. In the sale prep, he's just done really well, and he just keeps bulking up, and to the extent now he's a lovely looking horse. I actually wrote the first time I seen him light, but will come okay, and then I've written after that good, like he's really come along. Yeah, he's got a nice barrel on him, and he's... Yeah, I like this bloke. It's funny you get an affiliation with the horse on the way through. Yep. He was a bloke that sort of was a bit behind the others a little bit, and education-wise and that he wasn't that switched on. But you know, through the sale prep, he's just grown and grown and grown. And yeah, I really like him. He respects you. You know, you say to him, Isaac's his name. You say, "Come on, Isaac, cut it out," and he'll just come right back to you, drop his head. So he's a half to Ultimate Jessie, who come second in the Tiara last year, and the one we sold, last year she's trialled a couple of times at Menangle the last couple of weeks. They haven't gone overly quick, just in the greens, but she's got home certainly nice enough to indicate she's going to win races, you know. So I'd be surprised. He's nothing wrong with this bloke anyway. No, and then the last of yours in the sale is lot 195. This is a Sweet Lou over Soho Montalina. One lovely filly, but a nice little update you got there too with one of the progeny as well. Yeah, well, her full sister, we sold her at the Sydney sales last year. She's in work at the moment. She's at Clayton and Emma's. And she's been named, she's called Willow's Girl, so I would expect she might appear somewhere in the trials shortly if she's been named and is there. So heard a little bit of feedback that they seem to think she's got a bit of ability, so till she turns up, we're not sure about that, are we? But you know, we're just hoping that at least she's been named. That's a good sign that she's on the way there. So but this filly, she's a nice filly. She's just athletic, long in the barrel, nice back end, just a lovely type of filly. One of those ones would be a bit funny. Clayton might rock up at the sales. He might not produce her until after that. He's got a week or two before Bathurst comes around. Don't worry. It's not like a trainer to do something like that, is it? Oh no, I think if they're ready to start, they'll start them. But it'd be nice to see her come out and win a trial next week somewhere. But anyway, look, that's beside the point. She's certainly well put together filly and looks the part. Yep. I can't see much wrong with her myself, and she certainly catches the eye, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. And she walked out good there today too. your stallion representation in this sale is outstanding, and it's, you know, like they are all current stallions, all doing the job. It doesn't matter which one you want to talk about because they are high class stallions, the whole lot of them, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Sweet Lou, like they get up and run early.
Seaside, we know what they're doing, especially like the fillies. Always be Mickeys, they're going great. Treacherous. We don't have to talk too much about that one.
No. So, but anyway, we're happy with what we got. We're happy the state they're in at the moment. They're all happy and healthy, and we got no great temperament problems with him. They're all pretty chilled, we reckon. So hopefully we just nurse them through this next week and get them down to Sydney and show them off. That's the main thing.
They go from there. Your phone number's at the bottom of the page on there. Please give you a call.
Yep, for sure. No worries.
Especially the locals. I think there's races here tomorrow night. Anyone from Victoria coming up, maybe get up a bit earlier and come across and have a look.
Well, we're only 2 minutes from the track here, so if they want to duck around and have a look, by all means. So the way it is, they'll be in the boxes tomorrow. It's going to be pretty hot. I don't think they'll be going out tomorrow, but look, we're ready. We had a couple of blokes ring us last week. I think I wasn't home, but they come in and the girls showed them those horses they wanted to look at. You know, so just give us a call. We'll work something out.
No, thanks, mate.
Good on you, Paul.
Thanks, you very
mate.
much for getting me again. I really appreciate it. It's been a great relationship we've had and a lot of fun. It gets a bit trying when they're hot and they just won't move that 1 foot back enough just to get a photo. But other than that, it's a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, no, well, we appreciate your support.
And must say well done to Jess, but also the other Jess as well. Em's not here, so we had a substitute. You did the right thing by me, having 2 Jesses. So anyone knows me with names, you looked after me that way. Yeah. And don't forget Joe, because that was beautiful lunch. So I really appreciate it as well.
All good.
Thank you very much, mate. We'll look forward to catching you. You'll be there Thursday?
I'm not 100% sure yet.
May get there Friday.
We'll be there Friday, definitely Friday morning, but we may head down with some on Thursday, but I'm not sure yet.
Yep, very good. All right, keep in touch and we'll see you at Warwick Farm. On March the 9th is the sale, March 7th is the parade. Get in touch with nutrienstandardbred.com.au. Thanks, Dan.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks, mate.